Hi, I'm Derek Oliver, and I'm joined again by the Route 61 chaplain, Jacob Ngota.
Whoop.
But, Pole, Ngota.
Gata.
But we're in a slightly different location. It's a little bit cooler here today. We're in Nairobi, and we've been here all week for a child reunification and reintegration workshop with Agape Ministries. But Monday, something really special happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
What was that?
For the first time, I met Francis Chan, who spoke so powerfully.
Really?
And his testimony and his message really touched my heart because it was coming from his heart into my heart.
And what's more, you sat and you listened to him, but
Yeah.
then something even more special happened. What was that?
Well, we had a time to go and have an interview with him, together with Derek and Penn, outside there. And it was so nice to have such a good talk with the Pastor Francis Chan.
Fantastic.
Yep.
What do you remember most from maybe what he said or your time with Francis Chan?
Oh, most of the time what I learned about Francis Chan is that he liked talking the heart issue. The heart issue, and he has a very good testimony how he was raised up as a young boy, the challenges, the difficulties that he passed through. But one most important thing is that he realized God to be a father.
Wonderful. That's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, we are here in this wonderful location. I mean, just over there is Parliament,
Yes.
the Kenyan Parliament.
Yes.
A little bit further down is the President's Palace.
Yes.
Oh, well, nice palace, but his offices and the Vice President's offices. We're in. Can you feel the feeling of power here?
Yeah.
Are you feeling it?
The place is cool, and there is something like fire.
Yeah, it's a special place. Now, this week we've been looking at a workshop which is really about educating those organisations that are maybe running traditional charitable children's institutions, otherwise known as orphanages, and that really there is now a global movement of moving children out of permanency within an institution to get them back home into family. And a lot of things we've been learning have been very practical. But for you as a chaplain,
Yeah.
who works with children in a government-run institution like the juvenile justice system,
Yes.
what are the things that you are being able to take from this week, and how do you think you'll take those and it will change how you see or help the children?
Now, there are two things that I have learned, which is happening in most of these children's centers, in other words, orphanages. Number one, they concentrate a lot with the hardware issues. For example, attending to the physical need of the child. But there is one more important thing, which I learned through the testimony of 3 young people who grew up in these institutions, and there is one aspect that is not being dealt with. This is the software. That's the heart. When we talk about the software, we are talking about the heart.
I like your analogy. That's a good one. Hardware and software.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. So that is the area that is actually lacking. And one of the things that I've learned is that I should concentrate mostly with the heart of the child. And once the heart has been transformed, then other things will be attended to.
How has it changed the way you think you'll approach the children that you're helping?
Yeah, many a times we make a lot of mistakes because we think if we use this kind of approach, we are helping the child. But number one thing, I will allow to know the feeling and the heart and what the child really wants more than what I think I should offer to the child. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you go back to Kisumu Remand Home,
Yes.
what are you going to do in a very practical sense to change your approach to a child that's sitting in front of you from what you did before?
There is number one thing I'm going to do. I will really want to know the best interest of the child, especially his emotions spiritually. What this child is what is the really need of the heart of this child, because I feel that is very important to attend to the heart of this child. I've been doing it, but I think with the knowledge and the training and the practical testimony I've had from Pastor Francis Chan and also from the three young people who gave their testimony have learned a lot through dealing with the heart more than
That's
any
really
other
good.
thing. Yeah.
The thing that really stood out for me, I think, is what one of the young people said. And these are young people that have been, well, they were raised in a traditional institution right up to the age of 18. And at the age of 18, they just said, right, you've got to leave now. You're not a child. You've just got to go.
Yeah.
And there's no preparation. Nothing to prepare them for going back into community, into their families.
Yeah.
And this young lady, I remember speaking to her previously, and she said that when she left the home, she left the home externally strong, but internally broken.
Yes.
And you are right, it's all about harsh issues. And this time what they were saying is that any child that leaves an institution, and it's not just a child in an institution, any child that we all need that sense of belonging.
Yes.
That sense that we have a place.
Yes.
And any child that does not have that need met will always become a victim.
Yes.
Because wherever they go, they'll be looking for something to fill that empty feeling of I do not belong.
Yes.
And I think this is the thing that I really picked up, and where we can really help the children in the institutions that we work in, is that we can help them that they have a place where they belong, not just in family, but they have a place in the heart of God as a loving Father.
It is very true.
And I think for you as a pastor, that's something that nobody else has. No other organization that I know is doing this and helping in this way.
Yeah, most of the organization, they don't actually allow children to know that home is not that place where we were born, but home is being in the heart of God. Being in the heart of God, once you are there, you are at home, because God is our Father and we are His children. So you are at home with your Father. And one thing that I'm going to do as a pastor is continuously introducing these children to God as their Father and find a really home in the heart of God.
That's wonderful. Fantastic. I think we'll leave it there, Jacob.
Thank you.
Because we need to go inside and learn some more.
Sure.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll do something again for you next week. Remember to check out the website that we have if you want any more information, or if you'd like to maybe reach out to us for any questions you have, or ways that maybe you could get involved in the work of Route 61 here in Kenya. And the website is www.route61.net. In fact, you'll probably see it going across the bottom of the screen. www.route61.net.
And remember,
that's it. There's no more.
In Kenya, we normally say,
Poof. Kwaheri.
Kwaheri.